Marina del Rey hotel room. My mother, justifiably freaked by the prospect of my flying cross-country to meet a stranger, had predicted I'd come home in a body bag. But I'd merely bagged a body, and a fine one at that. Shortly after returning from California, I decided to U-haul it out of Chicago for good. Obviously, Johnny was sterling primo, cherry grade A boyfriend material. My heart and genitals issued a joint edict that requested I immediately relocate to Johnny's home state of Minnesota, and so I soon piloted a moving van across several states, stopping only for a dashboard smorgasbord of sodden fried chicken off I-94. I didn't have much to leave behind in Chicago, save a low-level job at a bankruptcy law firm where a downtrodden woman named Luann made me file things. My parents were flummoxed by the move, but I had to motor. Love is mysterious and rad, like Steve Perry from Journey. Once I arrived in the Twin Cities metropolitan area, I moved into Johnny's colonial-style suburban apartment complex, a vanilla variation on the brick shitbox school of architecture. The building looked municipal from the outside, like a White House ringer erected on the cheap. Inside our unit, we had white walls, white appliances, white noise, and carpets the color of untrammeled sand in Kauai. In Chicago, I'd lived in a cluttered walk-up adjacent to a liquor lounge and a center for homicidal youth. My new lodgings, by contrast, were pin-drop silent. My life felt like a dry erase board that had been wiped of all its past transgressions and left turns into sordid moral territory. In Minnesota, I could be the most anonymous girl in the world. I could reinvent myself as a lacrosse champ from Topeka if I wanted to. I could feign mafia ties and carry a teacup Maltese about town. I could change my name to Lynn, get bulimic and hork Zone Perfect bars into the talking garbage cans at Ridgedale Mall. It was like magic. I had erased myself, just like Lisa Loeb in that one super gay video. After 2 days spent wandering shell-shocked around town, I somehow got a job as a copy typist at a Kubrickian advertising agency walled with brushed steel and television monitors. As I filled reams of paper with dopey radio scripts, void where prohibited, I watched the snow fall past my 26th floor window. The flakes plummeted so swiftly from the gray strata of clouds that they didn't seem to be going up or down. That winter, I dubbed Minneapolis the White City, because the world around me looked like a blank answer bubble on a standardized test. I didn't know I was destined to make my mark heavy and dark, and that Satan was my exam proctor. I liked the ad agency okay. Among the benefits of working there were, 1, a wide selection of regular and decaffeinated teas, including apple spice and orange pekoe. 2, copywriters on razor scooters who provided much kindling for my internal scorn furnace. 3, T1 internet access, quick like a bunny. 4, excellent porn shui. Porn shui, a noun, refers to the art of positioning oneself in one's office or cubicle so that one can surf porn undetected. Usage: I have great porn shui. I face the hallway and the desk behind me is vacant. My internet darling Johnny had high hopes for my success in Minneapolis, so I felt kind of bad when I caught some strain of mutant death flu after only a week in the White City. The virus attacked my legs, and I had to army crawl from room to room of our sparsely furnished rental. When I finally returned to my new job, I hadn't quite lost my limp. As I hobbled back and forth from my desk to the copier, people stared at me like, who hired the crip? Otherwise, the first few weeks at my new home were bright and satisfying as I'd hoped. I'd make kitschy suppers like fondue or shoe leather pot roast while Johnny, a longtime fixture in the local rock scene, chuggled away on his red Epiphone axe. Johnny's 3-year-old daughter, a precocious larva with child star dimples, slept over a few nights a week and seemed initially unfazed by my sudden inclusion in her fissured family unit. When I was home alone, I doggedly tried to finish the heinous novel I'd been writing since college. Inspired by Johnny's musical talents, I tried to learn to play bass guitar. But when I eventually auditioned for a local electropop quintet, the band members looked at me like I was farting the theme from Mahogany. I felt sore about the rejection, and my bass soon acquired a thick patina of dust, which was really crappy because I had been looking forward to posturing on stage like Kim Gordon or Kim Deal, or any of the assorted lank-haired bassists named Kim who had been my heroines as a teen. I didn't know at that point that I'd wind up fingering for an audience.